Hey folks, Trey54 here again. I told you I was going to start doing a series of short videos. They won't be very long, but they're going to be on handling a handgun in a self-defense manner. That's what this is all about. I don't, um, I don't have any trophies. I'm not the best shot in the world. I've never shot tournaments. I've never tried to do stuff like that. I have no interest in that. If you do, that's fine. You go do that. That's fine. I don't care. But what I want to teach you is how to save your life in case someone attacks you. Okay? The attacker may have a gun, may have a knife. I'd rather have a knife opposed to a gun if I have to fight with him because a gun's more dangerous. But anyway, all I want to do today is show you about pulling your weapon. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you 2 or 3 times here with the empty weapon how to pull your weapon, and then I'm going to turn around and I've got Bad Bob over yonder that's going to attack me, and I'm going to have to stop him by shooting him. It's that simple. It's the only way I can stop him. He's got a knife, he's running at me, I've got to stop him. So I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to do a dry run here. Let you catch the dry run, see how I do it. And all I can do is give you a pointer on a technique. I cannot teach you how to shoot. You have to practice, 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 practice. Like I say, I'm not the best shot in the world, but that's why I practice. I've been trained a lot to shoot in combat situations, and I've trained a lot in combat situations. And that's all I'm interested today. Not shooting, hitting bullseyes, and winning trophies. I don't care nothing about that. I've got nothing against it. That ain't my cup of tea. My cup of tea is I carry a weapon on me, and I carry it for self-defense of me and my family and friends or innocent people out there in the world that can't help themselves. I am here to fight evil. That's all. Bad Bob. And there could be any name under it. Don't matter. Just as long as it's bad. But what I want to do, I want to show you, of course you're concealed. And the way you do that, I know you've seen 1,000 ways of doing it, but the first thing you do, I step back into a stance. When I feel I've got to pull my weapon, I step back 1 step, and I get that, whatever I've got on, I get it up. And I put my hand downward on my weapon. I get my feel of my weapon. That's my shooting feel that I've got on my weapon. And then when I pull my weapon, I pull it, I keep the barrel away from me, I pull it up high. Now of course I'm looking that way at whatever the danger is, and then as I do that, I let go of that, I don't care where it goes to, but then I'm going to come straight out from my chest. Straight out. Look at what I'm doing, I'm coming straight out. When I come back to there, that's the starting position. And then, of course, keep the gun barrel away from you, put it back in your holster. But anyway, for this, I'm going to just leave that open. But when you pull your weapon, pull it up high in this position here. Keep it close to your body. That gives you, you know where that barrel is at. You're not going to have to accidentally shoot yourself. And then you're just going to go straight out. And when you reach a point of straight out, you pull the trigger. That's when you pull the trigger. Now this is called point and shoot. You're not sighting the weapon. You're not sighting at all, except for the fact I see my front sight. And every weapon I have to carry with, I paint the front sight orange, because I see that front sight. I don't notice it. I keep both eyes open, but I'm saying I don't aim with it, but I point with it. And I point with the top of that weapon and also that orange sight. But what you want is to go straight out in your chest, because if you go straight out in your chest and you're facing your target, you're going straight into his chest. So, back in there. So remember, when you pull it up here, go straight out, okay? And then once you get straight out, you fire it. So I'm going to load the weapon. Now I'm hot. I'm going to turn toward Bob. I hear a noise, I see something, I see a danger, I see a man running at me with a knife. I don't know him, he don't know me, but things went wrong and he wants to cut me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull one time and not fire. But what's going to happen is I'm going to get that shirt out of the way, whatever I've got on, coat, whatever. I'm going to come down on that weapon, I'm going to get it, I'm going to pull it up here, and I'm going to go straight out. I'm not aiming, I'm just pointing. I'm pointing right at him, okay? And then when I get ready, when I feel that he ain't going to stop, I'm going to try to stop him. So let's see what happens when that happens. I hear the noise, I look, I clear my weapon out of my clothes out of the way of my weapon. I go to my weapon, I pull it up, I go straight out. Okay, I bring it back, I put it in here. But typically I don't fire one shot. I want to see where I hit Bob. I'm going to leave my cameraman where he's at. If I did hit Bob. Yeah, I hit Bob right in the heart right there. Can't see it way back yonder, but Bob's got a bullet in his heart. So probably that would have had a good chance of stopping Bob there, okay? I'm going to cover that and let you show where it hit there. And I typically don't shoot that good all the time. I'm not that good of a shot. But again, if you pull that weapon up and you push it straight out from your chest, you're pushing straight into his chest. That's the point of this whole thing. Now I'm going to do it just like Bob ain't stopping when he gets hit, okay? So I hear a noise, I clear my weapon, I step back in my stance. Let me go back. You know, I hear a noise, I go back to my stance, I get my hand on my weapon, I pull my weapon up to here, I go straight out, and I shoot. And then I bring it back if I need to. First of all, I'm going to hold it for a while and see what Bob does. If Bob's down on the ground, I'm going to make sure Bob ain't pulling the gun around and shooting me. Because if he is, I'm going to shoot him on the ground. You know? If Bob's down on the ground, he reaches down that ankle holster and gets him a gun or reaches down that pocket, I'm going to put him on the ground. I've got 16 plus 1 here. So I'm going to put plenty in Bob until Bob is not a threat to me anymore. So let me go over here and look at this one more time. I'm going to mark where I hit in case you can't see from back yonder. I'm going to mark where I hit here and show you what happens here. These different colors, but it don't matter. They still mean the same thing. They mean there's a hole in Bob. Okay? And the thing about it is, like I say, all I want you to know today is how to pull that weapon and pull it. You know, I step back to a stance. I pull it, I go straight out. When I go straight out from me, I'm straight into him. Now, I'm going to try this by closing my eyes. And I promise you, I'm going to have them closed. I'm going to line up with Bob here, and I'll let you know. I'm lined up with the trouble, but I ain't never going to do that. I'm never going to close my eyes to do this. But anyway, I'm going to keep them wide open, both of them. But I'm going to try this. This technique with my eyes closed. And I promise you, the camera can't see it, but I'm not going to lie to you. So what happens is, I see